Oh, that's perfect.
Ooh. That was interesting for sure.
Good. I'm just gonna sink in.
Oh. Just wasn't expecting that. That was like...
Good. So that right knee starts to relax.
That definitely felt like smoother this time. Like I already feel a little bit looser, I would say, in my back. So yeah.
What's going on, guys? Dr. Scott here with Limitless Chiropractic, and today we are here with Caroline. And Caroline has never been to a chiropractor before, but knows that it's something that she needs. So she's 32 years old. One of the biggest things that she has going on is her knees. Her knees have been pretty painful for ever since she can remember. She calls them Knowles knees because her last name is Knowles. And I guess it's a hereditary thing that is passed down in her family, where a lot of people have knee issues. What I've told you guys before, what you guys should know, is that a lot of knee issues normally tend to come from a problem in the pelvis or a problem in the feet and ankles. So we're going to be able to address those different concerns and explain what's going on, as well as also give her full body an adjustment back to where it needs to be. So I hope you guys really enjoy her reactions because it's her first time ever. We can't make this up. And if you've never been adjusted before, make sure to watch this video because it will give you a solid idea of what to expect when you get your first adjustment. What's going on, guys? Dr. Scott here with Limitless Chiropractic in Austin, Texas. And today we're here with Caroline.
Hi.
And Caroline has never ever been adjusted before. This is her first time ever. So I'll have her explain a little bit about who she is, what she does, and what brings her in today, too.
Hi, so I'm Caroline. I'm 32. I'm in marketing for a tech company. So I used to play a lot of sports growing up. So I've had, because of that, I also have really bad knee problems, and I've had a couple of ACL and meniscus surgeries on my left knee. But then in day-to-day, like I'm sitting at a desk all day. I try to, I think now I've kind of learned where I'm like, I would rather take preventative measures rather than, you know, having to go to the doctor to get surgeries or having to like take meds or anything. So I really try and, you know, do more like low impact things because of my knees and just, you know, take care of my body as much as possible. So anything that will prevent me from having to do surgeries or just having to go to the doctor. That's kind of why I'm here. I like to take more of natural approaches.
Yeah.
So
what we like to say is we're the doctor people see to avoid going to the medical doctor. It's really people are around our age are really realizing that our parents and older generation were more reactive when it comes to their health, having a symptom and then doing something about it right away, versus preventative, which Caroline was just talking about, is if you're healthy and feeling good, why not make the good feel great and make it prolonged? So one of the things we'll do today is we'll be able to adjust her. We'll explain everything we're doing. We'll definitely talk a little bit more about her knees because like I was just explaining to you before, a lot of knee issues, if it's not a direct trauma, usually tends to be something going on in the pelvis or the feet and ankles that's causing the knees to then have to compensate for those issues. So she's about 32 years overdue for her first adjustment. So is there anything else that you wanted to mention off the bat?
No, I think, well, I've been having actually shoulder, like one thing, my shoulder's been bothering me. So I think that's the only other thing.
Yeah, and you were saying that a lot of that's from like sitting at the desk.
Yeah, I think so. But I've been like noticing it during yoga. So yeah.
You can't have that. Yeah, make sure you.
I know, exactly.
Hitting it hard at yoga. So let's do this then. Let's have you start off face down, and we'll be able to walk you through what's going on.
Awesome.
Okay, so first things first. You said the surgeries were on the right knee, correct?
Left knee.
I'm sorry, the left knee. The other right.
The other right, yeah,
So
exactly.
let's see. So first things first, just kind of taking the slack out like that. Yeah, so a little bit short on that left side. I can even see a little bit more swelling behind this left knee than this right. How long ago was that surgery?
So the first one was when I was 15, so
Okay.
17 years ago.
Yeah.
And then the second one was when I was 24.
Okay, so let's see. So I'm just going to just check the bend. So when I do this, is that painful at all?
Nope.
It feels okay. Have you been having any like symptoms with your knee, or like you said, you just
No,
have to do more low impact stuff?
Yeah, because when I do too much high impact, like eventually it will end up being like I hurt my knee, and I have to stop working out. So I've just been focusing on low impact.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I want to do is I just want to do this one little test to see what's going on in here, because the nerves in here are the ones that control your legs.
Okay.
So if there's something going on up here, it directly affects down here. So first things first, I'm just going to kind of hold your sacrum down like this.
Yep.
And what I want you to do is keep this leg perfectly straight and lift it up as high as you can off the table. Good. Sorry about there. Sweet. And then back down. And then do the other leg for me. Good. And then back down. Does one of those feel more difficult than the other, or about the same?
I guess the left one just slightly, not by much, but.
Yeah, so the left one, was probably about like 4 inches less than the other one.
Wow.
So what we're going to do, though, is after we adjust this, we're going to redo that test to see if both legs are engaging more and if it feels easier, stronger, smoother, all that stuff.
Okay, cool.
So first, let's see. I can feel a little bit more push back on that left side. Yeah, a little bit of rotation there. Cool. So then maybe first lay on your side facing me, please. Does that feel comfortable?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So
I
basically,
didn't sleep this way, but yeah.
I wouldn't sleep that way either. But basically, this position just frees up these 3 bones in the pelvis. So all I do is I just kind of rock you over and just push it back to where it needs to go.
Okay.
Cool. So let's see right there. Beautiful. Now low back stays relaxed. It's almost like that left knee's falling off the side. First adjustment ever.
Yeah, it was like just a little shy.
Is that kind of like we expected or weird?
No, I mean, I don't know what to expect, I guess, because I haven't done it. So, but yeah, it was pretty easy.
Let's have you go to the other side for me. This is the same sort of thing. It's just a different spot in a different direction. So let's see. So this one's right here. Good. So that right knee starts to relax. Feel that one was a little bit different?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that definitely does. Yeah, it feels a little bit different, but it feels good. Yeah.
If you had to describe that to someone that's never been adjusted before, too, because this is brand new to you, what would you say?
Ooh, I mean, it wasn't like, it was like a big, you could feel a little bit, but it wasn't, like, I was expecting it to be kind of like crazier.
Yes.
So, it really wasn't like, it didn't hurt at all or like bother me. It was just like, like you were cracking your back almost, like a simple, Yeah,
sometimes people see the motion, the movement, like, holy shit, that guy just broke her or whatever. But in reality, if you get on the right segment and you push in the right direction, you get that joint to move and go back into proper alignment without just blowing everything up.
Yeah.
So now what we'll do is we'll be able to check recheck that muscle test to see what's going on. And then I'm going to hold this down again, so let me have you lift this leg up as high as you can. Nice. And then the other leg.
Oh, that definitely feels easier.
Does it feel easier?
Yeah.
And like smoother?
Yeah, that definitely felt like smoother this time. Like I already feel a little bit looser, I would say, in my back. So, yeah.
Kind of more free?
Yes. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
We like freedom in this office.
Yes.
Freedom is important. But the cool thing is that now it's back in alignment, not only does everything move better and start to feel better, but those nerves that also go not just down your legs, but to the different organs in your body, they start to work better too.
Yes, okay.
So I love that. So my favorite way to help keep the pelvis like this is I'm just going to lift the table up like this, and I'm just going to do 3 little drops like this. Good. And this just helps to keep that sacrum, which is that triangle bone, down, up off of the spine, so there's less compression. Good. Much better. And now we can start to work our way up to see what else is going on. And again, I explain everything before I do it too. And you said that every once in a while you get headaches as well, right?
Yes, yeah.
But how often do you get headaches?
Honestly, it hasn't been that often. Probably once every few weeks.
Once every few weeks,
Yeah.
okay. Because I'm noticing, that right shoulder is a little higher up. Are you right-handed as well?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so yes, definitely right there. Gotcha. Yeah, very similar to the last person that was just in here, actually. So what I can notice is that this right shoulder is a little bit more pushed back than the left. So what we're going to do is just contact that spot.
Okay.
I'm going to rock your head over to the side and kind of just push that back to where it needs to go.
Okay.
Nice, right here. So head stays nice and relaxed. It's almost like you're looking to that right side as I rock it over. Nice.
Ooh. Definitely felt that one. That was like, I mean, it didn't bother me, but could hear that one.
How would you describe that? People that have never...
No, I don't know how to, like, describe it. It's like...
People that have never experienced chiropractic before and then get that adjustment,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, wow, I didn't know my body could do that.
Yeah, that's kind of it, like, where I'm like, I've never had that happen before. So I'm like, but no, I mean, it didn't, like, it was just, like, I was, like, cracking.
Yeah.
Like, when you get a crack or something, that's what it feels like.
And
like, no pain whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's more like almost like a little shocking,
Yes.
mainly because that's an area that I'm guessing has never cracked on you before.
Yes.
Because this area inside here normally gets really stuck and compressed from your head moving forward, not just you, but from your head moving forward from phones and the computers. Then when you get that adjustment in, you free that area up so everything can start to move much better.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the perfect way to describe it, where it's like more of a shock because I've just never, like, most of my body, like, never cracked any part of it. Yeah.
Let's have you go face down again and see what else is going on. So then, oh, that's so much better. Okay. So now...
It already feels, like, kind of looser.
Does it feel looser?
Not as tight. Yeah. I don't feel as tense.
That's one of the things that people ask is, like, what am I feeling when I'm starting to feel someone's body? And one of the things is really just the tightness of the muscles. And this one's already starting to feel way looser. Where now it's more so a little bit lower on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this spot. I'm going to do the same sort of thing, but to the opposite side.
Okay.
So head stays nice and relaxed as I kind of go this direction. Nice.
Ooh.
Amazing.
Not as big of a crack on that one. You can definitely tell, but it's crazy. Like once I like laid back down, I was like, oh, actually, I do feel kind of looser and like lighter. Yeah, definitely, like tensed up. So yeah.
At the very end of this, we'll have you actually like, move your body around and kind of walk around. You'll let me know what you're experiencing too.
Okay.
Let me go face down again, so I can just double check this. Nice. And yeah, it was definitely more pushback on the right side, but the left side still needs to get that movement in as well.
Yeah.
And then right inside here. So for this one, you can turn over so you're face up, and then you give yourself a nice big hug.
Okay.
So this is the fun one. It's really just a nice big hug. I call it the bear hug. All I do is I kind of roll you over, put my hand on your spine, roll you back over, and just give you a nice big hug.
Okay.
And what this does is it basically takes you from that hunched over position to a more open position.
Okay.
As simple as that, right?
Okay. Awesome. Yeah.
Everyone needs a hug, right? So I'm gonna go this way. Good. So then right in here. Good. And deep breath in. And then shoulders stay nice and relaxed as you let it all the way out. Good. And I'm just gonna sink in.
Oh. Just wasn't expecting that. That was like...
How would you describe that one?
That was like interesting. I mean, it just like happened so quick. I wasn't expecting it at all based on my reaction. But I mean, it's so easy. It's like very easy. Very
Is it
simple,
different than the hugs from like friends and family
Oh
and stuff?
yeah, that's definitely like no one's hugging me like that. So
And then if you go like this, let me know if it feels a little bit easier to even take a deep breath or breathe. Yeah.
I just feel like even my arms feel lighter.
Yeah.
Looser. Yeah.
A big part of that too is when you do that adjustment, you help adjust the ribs back into alignment. So that way when you do take a deep breath, your ribs can actually expand more and be able to take in more oxygen, which is why this adjustment helps a lot of people with anxiety and brain fog, because now you can get more oxygen to your brain, so that way your brain actually starts to work better too.
Very interesting.
Isn't that cool?
Okay,
I'd say besides neck and back pain, a lot of people come in mainly for anxiety and brain fog, because when you get adjusted, a lot of those different things start to not go away, but start to decrease, because now you can get more oxygen to your brain. So I'm just going to feel some of the different areas in here, and again, I'm going to let you know everything I'm doing before I do it.
Cool.
So let's see. So I'm feeling all the different segments inside here. And one of the first things I like to do is just because gravity is always going down, I like doing the opposite, or basically help decompress the spine in here. So all I'm going to do is kind of just little pulls like this first. Good. And then kind of, you can start to feel how it's like decompressing the spine a little bit. And just a little extra too. There we go. Nice. And then let's check this out. So basically what we want to do is we want to help make sure that a lot of these different bones, not just up in your neck, but in your spine, are moving. Because if they're not moving, that's when degeneration starts to occur. So basically, as long as a joint is moving correctly, there's a lot less likelihood of it degenerating and creating issues down the road. That's why it's always better to get adjusted while you're younger, because it's a lot easier to keep someone healthy than it is to get someone healthy. In this case, it's right there. So all you gotta do for this one is head stays nice and relaxed. I'm just gonna bring your head over the side right here. Oh, that's perfect.
Ooh.
There.
That was interesting for sure.
Did you feel that was like right at the base of the skull?
Oh yeah, I could feel that. Like, I definitely feel that. But yeah.
Have you ever had movement in that area before, do you think?
So I've definitely had like times where I've like pulled that, like just, which is probably, I noticed I've done that, I think, when either I'm sleeping weird or just like on my computer too much.
Yeah, literally that's the very top bone of the neck. And by putting that back in alignment, that's also right where your brainstem sits. So it takes that tension off your brainstem. Your brainstem is in charge of what's called homeostasis, which is basically just all regulatory functions of your body. You know, like the acidity in your stomach, your pulse rate, your the pH in this area, like all your hormones, everything. So when you correct that area, you take that tension off the brainstem, so it allows everything to start to work so much better. It's pretty cool the way it works.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then just a little bit right here, same sort of thing, just a little bit lower. So head stays relaxed again. So you go this direction. Oh, perfect, just like that.
Ooh.
Nice.
I think that one was the biggest shock. That was like, I could feel it, like, yeah, kind of like all over, definitely lower. But that one was definitely like a shock, but feels good.
Well, not to mention, those nerves are the ones that go down this arm. And we were just talking about how this side was a little bit more pushed back.
Yes, yeah, I definitely felt it like down here, so that's crazy.
And that's one of the things to keep in mind for anyone that has any sort of shoulder issues, is a lot of the time the shoulder isn't the problem, it's the symptom. When you correct the neck and you make sure these nerves are working better, those are the ones that literally go down your arm. A lot of times the arm and shoulder will actually start to work so much better too. Pretty cool? Cool. And then let's check out those knees, because it's the left knee that you've had 2 surgeries on. And then all you'll feel me do is kind of just like pulling or pushing on some different spots. Oh, you got the sticky socks on, huh? Yeah, you're not sliding anywhere, huh?
No.
So again, I'm just going to be pushing or pulling on some different bones in the foot and ankle here, just to make sure they're all moving correctly. So right there, the heel bone. Beautiful. So the heel bone is the biggest bone in the foot. And then right inside here, let me know, is it a little tender inside here when I go like this, or not so bad?
I don't know, not so bad. I mean, it's never been a question that's been asked to me, so.
You serious? You don't get this question all the time? So I do feel there's a little pushback here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you bend this knee. And then you can bring the knee across like this a little bit. Cool.
Okay.
And all I do is just help bring this down right there. Cool. There we go. Have you ever had that move before?
No.
No. So that one actually has a lot to do with the arch of your foot. That by bringing that bone down and freeing it up, your foot can actually have a better arch, which means more springiness, which means less impact on your knee. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah, it already feels looser.
Right? A lot of times people will say they feel like they're walking on a cloud after this.
Yes.
So right in there. Good. Yeah, it looks a little bit more aggressive down here, but this is because it's your foot. It can take on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Good. So that's better. And let's see this guy. Good. Right here. Beautiful. Nice. Do you think you're going to get your feet adjusted today?
No. I mean,
Bonus, right?
Yeah.
So let's do this. Let's have you sit all the way up, and I want you to kind of walk back and forth. Oh, yeah, you can hold that.
Okay. I just feel like definitely looser and lighter, like kind of like you were saying, like walking on a cloud, but just like my body just feels that way. So yeah, that feels really cool.
And then let's do this too.
Lighter. Okay.
Let's have you take a seat and face this way, and I want you to, we're going to do a couple different ranges of motion with your neck too, and I want you to let me know if this even feels a little bit different. So all I want you to do is kind of look down on the ground, And then while you're looking down, you can turn left. Good, and then turn right. Beautiful, and then you can look up at the ceiling. And while you're looking up, you can turn left and turn right. Good, you feel like you have a little bit more range of motion in there?
Oh,
or
yeah.
how would you describe that?
Well, it just feels like my neck isn't as tense. Like I just feel I have more range, a little bit lighter, just easier to maneuver around. Because normally I'm like very tensed up, I think. Especially like being at the computer all day. So it definitely feels like, just loose.
And especially for people that are at the computer and phone and all that stuff all day, the neck does tend to get tight. And if you're doing that for hours and hours every single day, your neck naturally starts to become like that, like naturally.
Yeah.
So, and you get adjusted, it frees up those nerves, frees up those muscles, and now you can be like, oh man, nice and loose when I do this. So I want to take it one step further, is I want you to sit up as straight as you can, arching the low back, shoulder blades back and down. Good, and while you're there, I want you to look up about 45 degrees. Good. And I'm just going to use this little guy like this. And what this does is it helps to teach your brain that you want to stay in this alignment and that you want your body to be in a position that's more, or a posture that's more like this. And it just feels good too. Let's see. Good, and relax everything and nod up and down twice for me. Good, and then you can look straight. All right, for the people that are watching that have never ever been adjusted before, they just witnessed your first adjustment, what would you say to them about chiropractic?
I would say, I think like, I don't know about you, but I think when you've never done it before, you don't realize how tense your body is. Even if like you do yoga, you do things like, I feel like there's still a lot of underlying things that you don't even realize because you haven't had your body corrected. So it's really hard to know. And it's something like I kind of wish I did earlier on in my years when I had like knee issues, when I was like playing sports. But I definitely feel like more free and lighter, and expecting like, I just feel calmer. A better night's sleep now. So
you're gonna be drooling. You're gonna be drooling tonight. That's what we always want. We want our patients to drool every single night. But honestly, what Carolyn said, it's perfect, is that sometimes you don't know what you have until it's gone. A lot of times people can come in to a chiropractor with all these different issues but not really know because it just feels normal. And even though it feels normal, it's a lot of times it's not that common. And when you correct them, you can start to feel so much better, you start to move so much better, and your body starts to function better. So that way those symptoms are now gone, and this new person starts to become your new normal. So take Carolyn's advice, go find yourself a chiropractor, or reach out to us, and we'll see you guys again soon next time. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more, click the subscribe button below.
And leave us a comment if you liked our videos or if you even didn't like our videos, and also what you'd like us to do in the future.
And we'll see you guys again next time here at Limitless Chiropractic in Austin, Texas.